Why your mentor matters more than your major. What if I told you that the piece of paper hanging on your wall, your diploma, matters less than a single conversation with the right person? That your college major has less impact on your success than one mentor who believes in you? This might be hard to hear, especially if you spent 4 years and 6 figures on your education. But the data is undeniable. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Richard Branson, Mark Zuckerberg. What do they all have in common? It's not their degrees. It's that each one had a mentor who opened doors that education alone never could. Today, I'm going to show you why mentorship is the ultimate cheat code for success. Let me start with a harsh reality check. The education system is preparing you for a world that no longer exists. While you're memorizing theories that were relevant 20 years ago, the world is changing at light speed. The skills that got people jobs in 2000 are obsolete. The jobs that exist today didn't exist when your professors were students. Here's what they don't tell you in college. Your GPA doesn't matter. Your major doesn't guarantee anything. And that student loan debt, it's not an investment. It's often a liability that keeps you trapped in jobs you hate just to make the minimum payments. Not anti-education. Education is important, but here's what's more important. Learning from people who are already where you want to be. Think about it. Would you rather learn about business from a professor who's never built a business, or from someone who's built and sold 3 companies? The most successful people in the world didn't succeed because they had the best grades. They succeeded because they had the best teachers, mentors who taught them things no classroom ever could. Steve Jobs didn't learn design from a textbook. He learned it from Nolan Bushnell at Atari, who taught him that simplicity is sophistication. Bill Gates didn't learn business from a case study. He learned it from Warren Buffett, who taught him to think long-term when everyone else was thinking quarterly. Your degree tells people what you studied. Your mentor shows people what you're capable of. So what exactly can a mentor do that education can't? First, mentors compress time. They've already made the mistakes you're about to make. They can save you years of trial and error by sharing what actually works. When Mark Cuban was starting out, he had a mentor who told him something that changed everything. The best time to start a business is when you have nothing to lose. That advice led Cuban to sell his first company for millions. No business school taught him that. A mentor did. Second, mentors open doors. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And more importantly, who knows you. A single introduction from the right mentor can change your entire trajectory. They have networks you don't. They have credibility you haven't earned yet. They can make one phone call that does more for your career than 1,000 applications. Third, mentors see potential you don't see in yourself. When Oprah was a local news anchor, making mistakes and getting criticized, most people saw failure. But her mentor, Maya Angelou, saw greatness. She taught Oprah that her vulnerability wasn't a weakness, it was her superpower. That shift in perspective created a media empire. Fourth, mentors hold you accountable to a higher standard. Your friends will let you make excuses. Your family will coddle you, but a good mentor will call you out when you're not living up to your potential. They've been where you are, and they know what it takes to get where you want to go. Here's the difference. Education gives you knowledge. Mentors give you wisdom. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. You can Google knowledge. You can't Google 20 years of experience. And here's the kicker. Most highly successful people are willing to mentor someone if you approach them the right way. They remember what it was like to struggle, and they want to give back. But you have to know how to ask. So how do you actually find mentors? First, start with who you already know. Look at your network. Family, friends, former bosses, professors, colleagues. You'd be surprised how many successful people are already in your orbit. Second, identify people doing what you want to do. Not celebrities, Real people in your industry or location who are 5 to 10 years ahead of where you want to be. They're more accessible than you think. Third, add value first. This is crucial. Most people approach potential mentors with their hand out, asking for favors. That's backwards. Successful people are busy. They don't need another person asking for their time. They need people who can help them. Here's how you do it. Study their work. Find a problem they're trying to solve. Come up with a solution. Then reach out with value, not a request. Send them an article they'd find interesting. Offer to do research for them. Volunteer for their charity. Show up before you ask for anything. When you do reach out, be specific. Don't say, "I'd love to pick your brain." That's code for, "I want to waste your time." Instead, say, "I've been following your work on X. I have a specific question about Y. Could we grab coffee for 20 minutes? Specificity shows respect for their time. Fourth, make it easy to say yes. Don't ask them to travel across town. Offer to meet them where it's convenient. Don't ask for an hour, ask for 20 minutes. Don't ask for ongoing commitment, ask for one conversation. And here's the secret. The best mentoring relationships happen naturally. You don't ask someone to be your mentor. You build a relationship, add value, and earn their investment in your success. Remember, mentorship isn't about finding someone to solve your problems. It's about finding someone who can help you think differently about your problems. It's about getting access to perspectives and experiences you can't get anywhere else. One conversation with the right mentor can be worth more than 4 years of college. One introduction can change your life. One piece of advice can save you a decade of struggle. Here's your challenge. In the next 48 hours, I want you to identify 3 people who are where you want to be in 5 to 10 years. They don't have to be famous. They just have to be further along the path you want to walk. Then research them. What are they working on? What challenges are they facing? What could you help them with? Don't think about what you want from them. Think about what you can give to them. Then reach out. Send one email. Make one connection. Start one relationship. Remember, the goal isn't to immediately find a mentor. The goal is to start building relationships with people who can teach you things you can't learn in school. Your education got you in the game, but your mentors are going to help you win the game. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop thinking you need to achieve more before you're worthy of someone's time. The most successful people in the world all had one thing in common. They didn't try to figure it out alone. But here's what happens once you start building the right relationships and learning from mentors. You need a clear direction to channel all that wisdom and guidance. The most successful people don't just have great mentors, they have crystal clear goals that align with who they really are. In my next video, I'm revealing the goal-setting method that actually works, not the generic SMART goals they teach in business school, but the emotionally aligned goal system that turns dreams into inevitable outcomes. I'll show you why 97% of goals fail and how to be in the 3% that succeed. If you've ever set goals that excited you for a week and then faded into distant memories, this next video will change everything. Hit subscribe and that notification bell, because what I'm about to show you is the difference between wishing for success and commanding it. You won't want to miss this game changer.